Top 7 things you may do and regret later in life. Life is unpredictable. There will always be something to keep us from doing the things we know we should be doing. Things have only become busier in recent years, with the emergence of always-on smartphones and tablets, sending a fire hose of urgent emails, not to mention Twitter and Facebook. We know we're ignoring certain important things we know we should be doing. We never get around to it, however. Unexpectedly, a valued friend or loved one, maybe of similar age to us, dies. We start to consider what our greatest regrets would be if we were to suddenly find ourselves on our deathbed. Maybe after today, you will realize the urgent need to change a thing or two in your life. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have lined up another interesting video for you where we will be looking at the top 7 things that a lot of people have been regretting doing. Before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button if you have not yet done so. Remember to turn on the post notification button so that you don't miss out on any future video uploads. A man is not old until his regrets outnumber his hopes. Actor John Barrymore. Regrets are inevitable in life, but they don't have to be significant life regrets. Doing certain things might sometimes have unintended consequences that you are unaware of. The following are some of the things a lot of people have done throughout their lives and ended up regretting later. Number 1. Choosing work over family. How do you strike a balance between work and family obligations? It wouldn't be a huge problem if you said to yourself, "It's not a big deal if I stay late at work this one time, or this weekend I'll make amends with my family." In real sense, these makeups never appear to take place. You have a deadline to fulfill, but you also want to spend time with your family and enjoy supper together. It's a challenge. A few days develop into weeks, and weeks become months. And before you know it, time has passed you by. You have no idea what's going on in the lives of the people you claim to care about. One of the most generally expressed regrets among elderly is working too hard at the cost of their personal lives. We are not earning a livelihood from work if we allow our job to take over our life. We're creating a death. On the surface, it seems like working nonstop will propel you to the pinnacle of your profession. However, if you ask around, a lot of individuals say they wish they spent more weekends with their loved ones. Don't make that mistake. Number 2. Ignoring health and well-being. Did you know that your health is the most important factor in determining your level of success? If you are aware of this, what are you doing to keep yourself healthy? It's quite tough to regain your health after you've lost it. For many people, this results in a slew of regrets. The more we get older, the more we regret not taking better care of ourselves, particularly when it comes to the food we consume. Every year, about 678,000 people in the United States die as a result of their diet. Furthermore, few individuals pay attention to their health until they have a problem. According to research published in the International Journal of Aging and Development, 13% of the study participants expressed regret for not taking better care of their health. Choosing salads over French fries or cheeseburgers isn't always a simple call, but it's important, noting that we should at the very least make an attempt to boost our health. It shouldn't take a major disaster to remind you that you need to prioritize your health and nutrition. Small changes made every day will add up to a big impact for the long term. Number 3. Obliging our parents' expectation of us. How's your connection with your parents? Is it good? Having a good connection with your family may be really beneficial. What's not so fantastic is going all the way out of your way to the point of straining to meet their expectations, regardless of the personal cost. In many people's lives, this has been a tremendous cause of regret. Many of us are driven into living the life we feel a decent daughter or son should live, either because we are taught explicitly or because we adopt it instinctively. We make important life choices based on the fact that we want to impress our parents. However, it's only after a time that we realize we haven't done all we've always wanted to accomplish. Most of us often give in to the pressure of meeting the expectations of our families, and then much later, we start questioning whether it was worth it. This is when the bewilderment and remorse begin. When you look in the mirror, you wonder, whose life am I really living? Number 4, not being a better parent. Have you ever had the feeling that you could have done a better job as a parent? Nothing makes parents feel more guilty than knowing their children are going through a difficult time and they know they might have done more to see them through the hard times. When children begin to exhibit issues, whether at school, with friends, or anything else, there are typically numerous things that their parents might have managed better if they spent more time with them. So many parents believe they would do things differently if they had a second chance when it comes to parenting. They claim that they will be more accessible, understanding, and able to draw on their own experiences, among other things. However, no situation is ever hopeless. There will always be an opportunity to improve your connection with your children. Number 5, choosing divorce. Will you seek a divorce if things don't work out with your spouse, or will you fight for your marriage? Many people tend to choose divorce over fighting for their marriage. If you ask these folks, they'll tell you it was for the best or that they couldn't take it any longer. There's no denying that some marriages aren't worth it, and divorce is in everyone's best interest. However, if you question them personally, they would admit that they regret their failed marriage. It's never just one issue that brings a marriage to an end, even if one partner is unfaithful. There are usually a slew of warning signs, red flags, and concerns leading up to it. These individuals regret that they did not address some or all of the issues along the road. We may not always be able to control what our spouses do, but we can always manage our own behavior and admit that we might have done better. Number 6, sacrificing our dream jobs. Was there ever a time in your life when you had a dream job? Yes? Great! Did you take a risk? If you've been turned down for a job, it's frustrating. But what's worse in the long run is not trying at all. It's possible that you didn't apply for that dream job due to justifiable reasons. It may have been your kid or your significant other's aversion to relocating to another state, or just their unwillingness to start over a new life. What is life if not a series of risky decisions? You'll hit and miss from time to time, but I'm certain there will be no regrets afterwards. Actually, regrets will be there later in life if later in life you realize that there were chances that you would have taken a shot at but decided not to. Number 7, dropping out of school. Let's face it, school is not fun at times, and it certainly doesn't guarantee that you'll be successful in life, does it? Indeed, most individuals dislike the thought of sitting in a classroom and taking endless assignments and examinations. However, for many people, not getting an education is a big cause of regret later in life. For most individuals, life is difficult without a high school certificate. Having to work several jobs isn't always enough to cover daily expenses. Even those who attempt to join college later in life struggle, since universities believe that if they didn't finish high school, they won't be able to complete college. According to research published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin in 2008, a lack of knowledge stands at the top of the list of things that cause regret among many people later in life. There you have it. The top 7 things that a lot of people do and regret later in life. You are now enlightened to make sure that you avoid making these mistakes that may make you regret later in life. Don't wait until you get to the point when damage is already done to act. Learn from these examples and take action. Don't be among those who spend their prime time regretting. Take action. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. Until next time, take care.